Alright, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Wonder Snatch. I just realized that they sell makeup downstairs in the corner store of my apartment building. And I thought, I usually do all these really crazy looks and it's not really reproducible. So today, I'm going to challenge myself to use this makeup that I bought from the corner store downstairs. They actually sell makeup from all over Asia, so I'm going to try to use this to put on a full drag face, alright? And they sell glue too. So, if that's something you want to see, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notifications. Alright, I'm going to glue my brows down and be right back. Okay, I'm right here at my local convenience store and I just realized that they sell makeup here. Look, have a look. So they sell lipsticks, powders, foundations, only one color, and some blush. 2 shades actually. This is not bad. I think I'll do a challenge where I challenge myself to do makeup with this makeup from the Mama store. What else do they have? Look, they have this whitening creams here too. So these are the ones I was talking about in my dermatology TikToks video that might contain illegal substances. It's from Thailand. It's probably got lots of hydroquinone, maybe even mercury, or even, topical steroids. No good. Don't use these, alright? So we've got baby powder here. Maybe I can use this as a white powder. They even have an eyeshadow palette right here. Grayscale eyeshadow palette. Cremated, anyone? Cremated dupe? We'll find out. And they even have glue sticks. Ton of beauty supplies here. Hair clips. And even sponges. Look. I think we've got enough here for a full face challenge maybe? Well, we'll see. They even have brushes here. Okay, so there's angled brushes, face brushes, and even a comb for the brows. $1. Guess I have to try these. Okay, I decided to show you what I'm doing. So I'm using this Yoo-hoo stick. It's not the purple disappearing one, but I think it should do the trick, hopefully. And they actually have, for $1, one of these combs for the brows. So I'll be using this. And it's actually quite a good thing too, because I think my old one is super gummed up. And this one looks exactly the same as my old one. Imported by Pretty Girl Cosmetic Accessories. Quite a cute handle. At least now I know where I can get more of these brushes. Okay, see. So this glue is not as gummy as the purple glue stick. It dries a bit faster. Okay, and just flipped it around and using this to push it down. Okay, not bad. Saturate the hairs. Comb it up. You want them to lay as flat as possible. I think I'm gonna give myself some ground rules, alright? I'm gonna use everything that I can here, okay? But those that I really cannot make work, I'm gonna go first to stuff I can get in the drugstore in Singapore, and then if not, I'll use my actual drag stuff. I mean, after all, we need to look pretty for Christmas. How's everyone's Christmas coming along? In Singapore, we're quite lucky that our circuit breaker measures where, we had pretty draconian laws for our circuit breaker for I think almost like 2 months. Okay, so we didn't leave the house, we didn't meet anybody for 2 months. And I think that really stamped out coronavirus here in Singapore. So I think we're quite lucky that we are able to lead relatively normal lives. A lot of the night spots still aren't open and I think retail is still bearing the brunt, but I think the restaurants and everything are doing pretty okay in Singapore. The shopping centers are really crowded, so I try not to go as much as we can, but I think we haven't had any local cases for a really long time. I think 4 days we haven't had a single local case. Of course, we mask up everywhere we go, so wear your masks. And right now, we're still in what we call phase 2 of opening up. The government is still allowing up to 5 people to congregate, and if you do parties at home, you can have up to 5 guests. Okay, so mainly I've been sticking with my family bubble, so that's why I managed to get my sister on. Once things open up, I'll probably try to get more guests on, but until then, I think the Zoom interview format is pretty good, right? I don't know, what do you guys think? Okay, I think I'm on my 5th coat. The consistency does feel a little bit different to the purple glue stick. So let's try to set that. Get powder puffs there. I thought I could get away with using my own brushes and tools, but they had lots of stuff there, so you know, I guess I have to use these tools too. Okay, so this is a powder puff, $1.90, and it's got Chinese words on it. From I Beautiful. Okay, it feels really stiff. Who knows, you know, I might find one of my favorite new products here. You never know what you're gonna get. And they did have a powder. Loose Powder by Hasaya Girl from Chaonan District, also China. This was $6.80. Oh, this comes with a puff too. So let's see whether these products are drag queen approved. I did a drugstore challenge before from Watson's in Singapore. And you know, Watson's, the shade ranges there were pretty terrible already in Singapore. It seems like they only bring in shades for Chinese people. Here, it's even worse. They have 2 shades only. And they seem, it says on the back 02 and 04 for foundation, but they look almost exactly the same. So I don't know how I'm going to get around with my foundation. We'll see. Oh no, this powder has some shimmer in it. Okay, just in case they actually sell baby powder too. So I might use this for my white base. Let's try one on each side. Okay. Oh, there's shimmer in this. Let's try baby powder and see how that helps. I know drag queens used to use a lot of baby powder before. I think it's not recommended because of the talc in it, and that's really where you get, you know, all the clown lung and all that. The good thing about baby powder is it's much more finely milled on this side. It smells like baby. That is not bad. Baby powder works quite well. No fan brush, so I'm going to use my own fan brush here. Let's brush some of this off. Alright, face tapes. Face tapes, no such thing here, so I'm going to be using my own. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, face tapes are on. So, I think I really have to prime, okay, just to protect my skin from what is potentially dodgy stuff. So I won't use my own primer, but I do have a sample primer, Sephora Beauty Amplifier, that I found at the bottom of my drawer, so I'll be using this today. Okay, you can see that this glue doesn't blend into the skin as well as the purple glue stick. Okay, I'm going to try to remove that ridge there. Just clean around it. Oh yeah, unfortunately, alcohol wipes also. I'm sure you can find these in the drugstore somewhere. Okay, so let's use this sachet of primer. And I think this feels like a silicone-based one, which is good. Alright. Wish me luck. So now, this foundation. I have a feeling I will not be able to just use this foundation. There are 2, okay, and they are called this Miss Rose Professional Makeup Miracle Touch Liquid Illusion Foundation. So it comes in 2 and a 4. Let's try the 2 first, which I guess is supposed to be lighter. And it comes with a little sponge. Okay, so it's a cream foundation, which I guess is good. Let's see how this goes on the face. It's way too dark. Okay, let's try. It already seems really dark. Let's keep going. See whether this can cover the brows. Okay, I'm going to scrape some off with my fingernail and put these on over the brow. See whether this... Okay, definitely not full coverage enough, and definitely a little too dark. So I guess this is going to be my first lifeline. I'm going to need some concealer. Before I allow myself to use my own beauty blender, there's some of these City Girl sponges also, which I guess I have to use first. And I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Dream Urban Cover. You can get these in a drugstore here, any drugstore. So I'm going to try to use this to really cover my brows and highlight my face, I guess. That's not any better. Okay, it's getting somewhere, but my brows still need an extra coverage. Okay, so I can use this Maybelline to highlight the face, and all this brown stuff will be my contour. Okay, but the brows definitely need some extra coverage. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to use a bit of my Dermablend. Okay, cover this up. Bring some here to lighten up this a bit. Okay, so the brows unfortunately are still a little bit visible underneath. I think I have to unfortunately cheat, and I'm using my Crayon just a little bit. So brow cover needs to be absolutely perfect. Okay, so let's just see whether that gives me a chance to do the rest of my face. I think this darkness will settle down because I will still use my baby powder to try to set this. And I guess we can go in with the darker one, number 4, Miss Rose. Ugh. These are finger swipes on it. Someone has like swatched it. Oh, I'm just gonna use around that and I'll throw it away right after this. Unfortunately, City Girl has given us an angled brush, so I will be using that angled brush to see whether I can sketch on some brows, okay? I think we'll try to get the brow base down, so we don't have to fight with eyeshadow later in case it turns out to be crappy. Maybe this will be my new favorite angled brush. My favorite angled brush now is still the MAC one. Sketch out a brow. Let's put these face tapes on first. Okay, so this foundation is completely useless. It doesn't show up. It's basically just scratching off the rest of the foundation that I put on. So that's not going to work. What else do I have here that I can use? There's seems to be an eyeliner pencil. This might work. Okay, so I'll use this to draw my brows. This is quite creamy. This might work. This is, I don't know what brand this is, but it's really creamy. Kiss Beauty Instant Dry Eyeliner Pencil. I'm just smearing it up with an angled brush. Not bad. Might be able to get away with this. Okay, and then using the brush to just smear that out. Okay, so this pencil actually managed to save the day. Okay, I do have this other paddle. Another $1 from I Pretty Girl. Yep, this is firm enough. I think I can try to use this to clean up that brow. Okay, I guess those foundations are pretty useless. Okay, I'm just going to use this foundation to clean up the brow a little bit. Underneath also. Okay, it's still quite wet, this eyeliner, so I need to be very careful not to smear it around. I think we better try to set that before it gets any worse. Okay, I'm going to use my baby powder. So I just squirted some of the baby powder onto this thing. And let's... Okay, set the center of the face. Hopefully this acts like white, and maybe it'll tone down that foundation a bit too. This puff is actually not bad. It's nice and stiff. At least baby powder is quite finely milled. The only thing is that not good to keep breathing all this in. Okay, I have absolutely no contour colors. So I guess I will have to use my Wet n Wild contouring palette. Okay, this is an old drugstore thing we got here. I think they stopped bringing this in here. Can't find it anymore, but the other side has broken off. So we'll be using this, I guess, to contour. And unfortunately, they have a brush. Not really a contour brush, but it's a bigger fluffy brush that I guess I can try to use to contour. Let's see whether this works as a contour brush. It needs to bring some color back in the face. Working quite well, I guess. It's not a very stiff brush, so it can at least give me quite a soft effect. Okay, for the nose, I'm going to use this weird brush that I found also at the bottom of my drawer. This brush was actually, I think it was a free gift that they gave. I got it as a sample from some drugstore in Singapore. I'm going to use the same contour. I'm going to try to contour my nose. Not bad. Unfortunately, I don't have many other colors to work with, but at least the nose contour is kind of visible. Let's get another one of these puffs and dipping back in with my baby powder and try to snatch that nose. It's a perfect triangle for that. Let's try eyes. I'm quite interested to see how this goes. They actually have an eyeshadow palette in there. Okay, it's a grayscale eyeshadow palette, so who knows, this might actually replace my Jeffree Star Cremated. It comes with a little brush, one of these paddle brushes, and it doesn't even go all the way to black, okay, so it's just a dark grey. So, but at least it's a white, so we can use that to highlight later. So, I'm sitting here editing this video, and I just found out that this eyeshadow palette that I used on my face has an FDA advisory against it for heavy metals. Love that for me. Anyway, watch me put heavy metals on my face. Let's just try using the brush it came with. Okay, you're going to use a middle grey. Let's see how this works. No primer. Okay, this is already breaking up and it's really hard inside. Okay, this goes in the bin. Guess I'll try using this other brush. I got another paddle brush from Party City Girl. Let's go for the second darker one. Some of my brow is already starting to peek through there. Okay, there's some shadow. Not the most pigmented. Let's just see whether I can keep building it up. Okay, I'm using the darkest shade now. Okay, we just have to try to contour the eye with these colors. Okay, getting somewhere. Gotta try to remedy that. Have to get into my clown white light. Okay, this is not otherwise going to go very well. Cover all that up. So in the end, I had to dip in my clown white light to try to save that brow. And I'm running out of brushes I bought from downstairs. I'm going to start by using my Real Techniques brushes, the ones I got from local drugstore. I'm going to use this white. Let's see how this white goes. Let's set that. Not bad. And I'm just going to keep building this up. And winging it up. I'm going to use the black again to fill in the brow. No pops of color today, I'm afraid. Maybe the lips, which are red, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, I'm just going to repeat this on the other side. I'll be right back. Okay, not bad. Actually, this paddle brush, if you use the technique, this packing and sweeping towards the middle, it actually kind of works. Okay, and make sure it's winged out there. Bring it onto the lid. Just keep going back with the other grays to blend it out. Clean this up too. Maybe for Drag Race, they should have a challenge where you have to use makeup from really, really dodgy places. I hope I don't break out after this. White. Okay, and just make sure it's all nice and blended into the grey. Some of this other grey. Just building up as much as I can, trying to use as much of these colours as I can. Since it's a nice gradient, I want to try to see what I can give myself. A pretty gradient. Let's bring that under the eye. Okay, and we can blend it out with light grey. So, how is everyone else spending their Christmas? Leave down in the comments below. Is Christmas happening where you are in the world? I know this is going to be a really strange year, but at least a vaccine's on the horizon, right? Has anyone got the vaccine yet? These new mRNA vaccines are really exciting, aren't they? It's really different from the usual vaccine technology, right? Usually vaccines insert proteins, okay, and proteins are the stuff that sticks out on the virus, but mRNA is basically the stuff that gives you instructions of how to make these proteins. So it's almost like a telegram, right, that you're inserting in, or some sort of a code for a 3D printer. I like that analogy. I've heard quite a lot on some podcasts that I listen to. So there's nothing that I can use to cut the crease. So I guess I'll be using Since I've already used the clown white, dip back into this. Let's try to cut the crease with this. Oh god, this is really patchy. It's really, really patchy. Okay, the brush you use is also really, really important. So these brushes, my Real Techniques brushes, are not bad at packing on and blending out. Okay, so I'm just trying to pack on as much color here as I can. Try to blend this into... So this is a transition. Just gonna finish this on the other side. I'll be right back. I try to blend it out as much as I can. I use the eyeliner again to draw the wing, and I'm just setting it with a dark gray and smudging it out a little bit. So remember, black and white are your really, really good friends. Good thing we had this black eyeliner. It's already starting to crumble, and of course the white really helps save the day. Okay, I'm just gonna deepen up the lower lash a little bit more. Whatever it is, the lashes will cover it. They didn't have lashes downstairs, so I'm afraid I have to use my own. Since I already have my clown white out, I might as well use it to open up the eye. Still using the brush. Not bad. Managed to get some sort of a drag eye on. Okay, the rest of the face now. Ugh. I'm scared. They did have blush. Okay, they have two colors of blush. I bought both. They're $6 each. Also from this brand called Hasaya Girl. Okay, double color blusher. Double color. Oh, it comes with a little mirror right there. Let's start with the lighter color first. Why is it called double color? There's only one color here. Maybe we can use this to blush bronze also. Ugh, it's really chalky. That has some color. It's going to sweep it up from the apple of my cheek. Let's get some of that on the nose. Some color there. Okay, let's try the darker color. The deeper color. So this is 5, this is 1 and 5. So this is much, much darker. I'm going to use this further up here. So normally I wouldn't go for such a pink cheek with such a dark eye. I'd rather go for something more peachy, I guess, or maybe something cooler. Okay, blend this down towards the center. I'm going to try to use this white also to highlight. At least we have this white, we can try to sculpt the highlights a little bit. Because we don't have a highlighter. I mean, it's not the best white, but it's kind of there. Horrible glue is pilling up. So really, the type of glue you buy, I guess, really makes a difference. This Yoo-hoo glue is no good. I'm gonna try to use a bit of this dark gray. Just put it in the pocket right there. Let's try to blend it out with this old brush. Does that help? I'm gonna use this black again to try to draw in my nostrils, my signature nostrils. Thank goodness for this. And then set that with the gray again. I don't know why I went and bought like 3 of these lipsticks. I guess we can try to contour our lips with these, okay? These are from Vanika Matte Lipstick. I bought the shades 5, 7, and 10. But 10 seems to be a kind of more of a nude lip. Okay, I'm going to try to go on the outer rim with the darkest one and then do an ombre in the middle and see how that works, alright? No lip liners. They didn't have any lip liners for me. So let's just jump right in, I guess. Okay. Hello? Oh, this is not... Very hard. And very, very non-pigmented. That took some effort, and it's really like, it's like using a crayon. Oh yeah, it's much better now. I think I had to remove the top layer of dry whatever. Yeah, I'm so used to all the creamy lipsticks and liquid lips. Let's just go back to use my foundation since I've already used this. Okay, what else can I do? They had mascara. Okay, might as well go whole hog. They sold curlers too, but I didn't buy those, so I'm just going to use my own. I already have several, so I didn't think to buy. Alright. Oh, well, goopy mascara. Anyway, mascara is not really a big part of drag because you cover everything up with lashes anyway. Alright, I guess that's it. I'm just gonna throw on a lash and an outfit and be back with the finished look and a wrap up. Alright? Alright, I guess this is the finished look. Just threw on my natural woman hair and some natural woman nails to try to finish this illusion. I guess in summary, it kind of worked. Okay, not the best stuff for drag. In the end, I needed to dip into my old contour powder and you know, it's still not dark enough. I needed to use some of the grey eyeshadow to try to get that pocket in there, but yeah. Not good enough, and I also had to dip into my clown white light. Okay, so these white creams are really important in drag. It really helps clean up the brow and really helps to highlight certain areas. So if you want, I would recommend getting this off Amazon or something. Okay, because you know, even in the drugstores, you don't really get white foundations and really white stuff. Okay, and the brows are starting to crumble. Okay, so Yoo-hoo glue, not really the best for brow cover. Okay, so if you really want, you really need to get the glue stick. Okay, I think you can buy those online as well. I think Art Friend or Spotlight might have some of the purple disappearing glue sticks. They really are the best. This lipstick got on was a bit of a struggle also, and it transferred everywhere. So it got all over my outfit. Alright, so yeah, not the best. The loose powder I didn't use at all, okay, it was too shimmery. The foundations were crap, okay, and they were swatched, so they were quite disgusting. Those that goes in the bin. Baby powder, not bad to set, okay? So I see why drag queens used to use this, okay? It's really finely milled, but it really gets in your lungs and I've been clearing my throat the whole night. Oh, the mascara was terrible. It was really wet. It started transferring under my eye. Okay, so this was supposed to be waterproof, but you know, it doesn't dry so quickly. Anyway, why am I doing a review? None of you are probably ever going to buy any of this stuff. The puff was not bad. I guess I'll use the puff. The eyeshadow was, yeah, not the best. I mean, I have so much better pigmented ones. That is the biggest understatement of the year. So, I think this is a cautionary tale to only buy makeup from reputable sources, alright? Don't go to your convenience store to buy makeup. This video was actually supposed to be a quite fun challenge to see whether I could use cheap makeup, and so stupid of me. I should have checked. So it also highlights how difficult it is to trust makeup sources. Can you imagine people in third world countries or even Philippines or the Indonesia buying this off the shelf and using it day in, day out? I guess it's not so bad if I use it just once, okay? The heavy metal is probably something like lead, okay? It makes the white look a little bit whiter. Sometimes they use it in these pastel colors. So it's easy for us now to just search. If you have 3G network wherever you are and you're buying makeup off this area, just search a brand name and FDA or something like that, okay? I searched the rest of it actually, and actually Hasaya Girl also have FDA warnings on them for lead. Okay, not the blush that I use, but other things. So it's really quite scary out there. So please take care of yourselves and, you know, be wary of where you buy your makeup. Alright, so back to the wrap up. Oh, and these lashes that saved the day were from AliExpress or Amazon. It's called Lodo. I mean, they're really good. They come in a pack of 3. I haven't used them up yet. False eyelashes. I'll see if I can find the link and I'll put it down below. And of course, the eyeliner. Not the best eyeliner, a bit crumbly, but it was nice and black and really helped me get those brows done, and also my eyeliner. So yeah, at least this saved the day. Probably won't use it as much again because I've got much better eyeliners out there, but yeah, this kind of saved the day. Yeah, so all the black and white stuff really saved the day. Alright, so I guess that was entertaining for you to see me struggle through convenience store makeup, or what we call in Singapore the mama stall. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell for post notifications, alright? Few more days left for Christmas, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays everyone. I got a few more Christmas surprises for you guys, so stay tuned and I'll see you next time. Bye. Watch my other videos. I reviewed the season 13 cast of RuPaul's Drag Race girls here And I applied for season 14 right there. See ya.